I'm about to go and see Fast and Furious 9. The movie starts in 2 minutes. There are adverts though, so I'm good. But still, I want to get there for the trailers. I like watching trailers for some reason. Anyway, F9. Apparently it's crazy. Apparently it's bad. I'm going to go and see it anyway. Let's do this. Also, they showed the Jurassic World, obviously with IMAX screenings. They show a Jurassic World preview, like a 5-minute preview. This preview underwhelmed me, to be honest. I was excited. I was looking forward to it, and we got some cool stuff. There just wasn't enough of it. You get one scene in a prehistoric era, so they might do some prehistoric scenes 65 million years ago, which is pretty cool. I want to see that. But also they show a modern day scene as well. I'm just like, that was the preview? Really? That was the one you were teasing this whole time? Give me more. I got Fallen Kingdom vibes, because Fallen Kingdom for me fell very short. Had some potential, but it all just takes place in a house. It just ruined everything. This preview did not remind me of that, but also it felt underwhelming, just like Fallen Kingdom did. So please, hopefully the movie next year is great. But yeah, moving on to my review, which is, well, we'll pick up when I leave the cinema actually. Okay, so that movie might be the most stupid one of the entire franchise so far. There are so many unrealistic and stupid stunts that shouldn't work that do. Obviously this franchise has had those things for quite a few movies now, and I come to expect that. But this movie took it to another level in an even more stupid way. I don't want to spoil things, but there's many things that happen that defy the laws of physics, as this franchise does, but it's even worse in this one. It's even more over the top in this one. And I don't want to go into it, man. It's so much. They brought Han back from the dead. There's things that I explain in this movie. The opening scene I quite like. It's a racing scene, but it's not a street race. It's something a bit different. It's something new, but also a race, and it has a significant effect on the story as well. And yeah, so John Cena plays the villain. Now, with John Cena as an actor, I don't think he's a great actor, but I'd like to see what he does, just to see if he has any potential. And what I've noticed is he's not terrible, but he needs a specific type of role to shine in. That's what I feel anyway, and for me, his best role is in comedy. I've seen him in a few comedy movies, and he's been entertaining. I think he fits that sort of like genre. But him as a Fast and Furious villain, I wasn't sure if that could work. I really wasn't sure if that could work. But he did okay. I felt he did alright. I felt he fit in the movie quite well, and he added us to the story. I think the story was interesting for his character, and to my surprise, he actually did okay. Just had to run for the bus. I missed the train by like 2 minutes. Almost missed the bus. I walked out the station. I saw the bus leaving. Just about got it. Just not gonna lie though, I was saved by a traffic light. And then some guy on the phone sits next to me. Just trying to vlog here. Yeah, so going back to the opening scene, a racing scene that was a bit different. They call back to that scene because that scene involves Dom and his brother, who's played by John Cena, but there's different actors for this scene because it's a flashback scene from decades ago, so you get a different actor for young Dom and a different actor for young Jacob. Jacob is John Cena's character's name. So they're involved in a scene with their dad. It's a racing scene, and this scene has many twists, but you don't get all the twists in the scene. You get a flashback to the scene again later in the movie. Then there's a few things that Jacob mentions about that particular scene that also adds extra elements to it and new twists. There's a few interesting twists in there, I will say that much. Also with the Han thing, Han coming back, it's explained, so it also adds more to Tokyo Drift. Obviously Tokyo Drift for the most part was like disconnected apart from Han, I guess. But then Fast and Furious 7 revealed that Deckard Shaw apparently killed him, which makes Tokyo Drift like a prequel movie because Han died and then they tried to get revenge, etc. But this, like, we get to see that scene again in this movie, believe it or not. And there's another twist to it. And there's a reason that he ends up alive. So they show that crash and they show how he survives that. This is not really a spoiler because they literally put it in the trailer that Han's back. So I'm just saying. Speaking of Tokyo Drift, there are more links to that movie in this one than any of the other movies, aside from Tokyo Drift, obviously. But this connects a lot of dots from Tokyo Drift. I'm not going to say much else because it would be spoilers, but there are some good connections to Tokyo Drift in this, not just that Han death scene or death scene. So pay attention to who's in the movie. That's all I'm saying. There's a few people that turn up for 2 or 3 scenes that you might put a smile on your face. But still, this one, honestly, even though I enjoyed parts of it and there's some good twists in there, and John Cena was surprisingly actually quite a good villain. And the thing is, like, these movies for me are guilty pleasures. Like Fast and Furious 1 to 4, I enjoyed, and I think they were okay story wise. The 5th one I felt was the best one, but after that they went off the rails. 6, 7, and 8. Having said that, I still enjoyed 6, 7, and 8. I didn't think they were good movies. I thought they were bad movies actually, but they were fun. You know, they put all these over the top action scenes, and they were unrealistic and stupid, but they were still fun and epic, and they were great to enjoy with like a big crowd packed full cinema. And it's a great experience. It's a great experience, even though they're not good movies. They're popcorn fun, and the crazy stunts make them more fun, right? This movie, I expected more of that, but for me, even the action felt underwhelming, even though they kind of went a bit more extreme with the action. I don't know, it just felt like there was less of it, and when it was there, it wasn't as epic. So that's the thing, like, ever since they switched from racing to this whole crazy stunt thing from Fast 5, Fast 5 was a perfect balance, but since then, they've been going too crazy, right? But this one, even though there's things that go even more crazy than ever before, it just didn't hit the same as the stunts. Like, when they drove through skyscrapers in, was it number 7, falling down a cliff in a car with no windows, you know, all those driving into each other, Jason Statham and Dom, all these crazy stunts in his previous movies, right? They were stupid, but it still felt epic and fun. This one I felt lacked that special. It lacked what the other movies lacked for some reason. It felt a bit underwhelming considering, you know, the level of action. I don't know, maybe it was just me. Also, there's another twist with Dom's brother towards the end, which kind of just happened so suddenly, and it happened so abruptly that it just like, wait, wasn't he like that a minute ago, and then now suddenly everything's... I'm not gonna say anything about spoiling, but yeah, things happen that are a bit bizarre, not just the action. Charlize Theron is back. Her character Cypher is back. She's playing a sort of role. There's also this new villain who's like a millionaire who is teaming up with John Cena, or Jacob, shall we say. The story is quite interesting in some ways, but for me it falls a bit flat, and they do something extra crazy with Tyrese and Ludacris. Those two go on a crazy mission at the end, which shouldn't happen. There's so many scenes in this where you're just like, how are they not dead? Especially the first action scene. I'm just like, really? There's a scene where they're getting shot at by a lot of people from all around them with machine guns, and somehow none of the bullets hit anyone. I don't... This is near the beginning, by the way, so no big spoiler. I'm just like, there is no way anybody survives that. Are these stormtroopers? What's going on here? I'm not trying to say I want them to die, but like seriously, like the things that these characters survive, my words. Anyway, they tease something at the end, like the very last scene. Then there's credits with pictures, and then there's an after credits scene, not after credits, but mid credits scene. So like there's like 2 minutes of credits, then you see the scene, then the rest of the credits. You can skip the rest of the credits, but there's a scene like 2 minutes into the credits. That's an after credits scene. It includes a character that's been in previous movies, so that's what I'm going to say. And no, it's not The Rock, it's someone else, but it's someone who's been in previous movies, and Han's also in that scene as well. Yeah, so if you want to stick around, you can. Vin Diesel announced that there is one more movie, well, 2. He's saying the saga is ending with Fast and Furious 10, but the studio wants it as 2 parts, and that's what they will get. That is his exact words. I watched a video on it. Literally, he was talking in the interview, right? It will end at number 10, and the studio wants 2 movies, and that's what they will get. So I'm assuming they're going to film a 2-parter, like all in a like 1 year after the other, like Infinity War Endgame, I guess. I hope that's good. I hope it's entertaining, and I do hope that they end this franchise with a race. I know it's not become as much about racing nowadays, but if they're going to end this franchise with anything, end it with one big race. I don't know between who, but I think that would be cool. And bring back all the characters from all the movies that are still alive anyway. And maybe, you know, if we got technology for it now, maybe bring back Paul, maybe for a scene or 2. I think that would be nice. Obviously, this is his franchise as much as anybody's, so that would be nice to see. But yeah, this is my review. I thought it was going to be shorter than this, but I actually had quite a bit to say. So yeah, underwhelming, to be honest. A bit ridiculous, a bit too ridiculous, to be honest. But the other movies have been ridiculous as well, but I've still enjoyed them as guilty pleasures. This one definitely lacks something. And no, the answer's not The Rock. That's not what they lacked here. There was something else. Something else felt really underwhelming. Tyrese is usually hilarious. In this movie, he didn't feel as funny as he did in previous movies. I don't know what that was about, to be honest. Because usually him and Ludacris, they're hilarious. And they were quite funny in this, but not that funny, you know, like they were in the previous movies. Yeah, it just didn't feel as epic. The action didn't feel as epic, even though there was some epic stunts. The best stunts you pretty much see in the trailer. So that's well, not just one trailer, like all the trailers and previews. They pretty much showed all the best stunts. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I wanted more, but obviously I didn't expect much from these movies anyway. But I still wanted more than what I got. But it is what it is. I'm fine with it. We move on. I look forward to whenever the next one comes out, or the next 2, which they'll end it with, hopefully. And I'm kind of hoping there's another Hobbs and Shaw, because I do like a buddy cop type movie, so hopefully Hobbs and Shaw 2 happens at some point, because if they want to move forward, then I think that'd be a good thing, good way to go, aside from the main sequel storylines. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to put this part of the vlog in my movie channel on Davidoff Films, but there's a bigger vlog which includes my thoughts on Euros and England winning the last 16 against Germany, as a full vlog, including this on my vlogging channel, which is Sir Davidoff. Well, it's not a vlogging channel, but I'm putting more vlogs on it, so it might become one. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.